Get ready, folks, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the most mind-blowing updates right here, right now. You think you know what's happening? Think again. We're diving headfirst into the stories that are shaping our world, giving you the inside scoop you won't find anywhere else. From the silver screen to the multiverse, buckle up, because this is your essential download of what you need to know. First up, a film adaptation is hitting theaters, and the buzz is all about a marriage that goes spectacularly wrong. We're talking about a tale of love, betrayal, and epic destruction, with performances that are already turning heads. Is it a cautionary tale for the ages or a cinematic misfire? We've got the full breakdown. Then, we're jumping from the drama of relationships to the cosmic drama of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Benedict Cumberbatch is dropping cryptic hints about his return as Doctor Strange. Will the Sorcerer Supreme be back for the next massive Avengers showdown? The speculation is rampant, and his latest comments are fueling the fire. You do not want to miss this. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and prepare to be amazed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's go. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and prepare to be amazed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's go. A marriage on the brink. The silver screen is abuzz with the release of The Roses, a new adaptation of Warren Adler's 1981 novel, The War of the Roses. This cinematic offering, directed by Jay Roach and penned by the acclaimed Tony McNamara, aims to capture the volatile essence of marital breakdown, mirroring the tone of its 1989 predecessor, but with a modern, sharper edge. The film stars acclaimed actors Benedict Cumberbatch as Theo Rose and Olivia Colman as Ivy Rose, a power duo tasked with portraying a couple whose love story descends into a bitter, destructive conflict. Despite the stellar cast and a writer known for his wit, early reviews suggest that the film, while different, struggles with its fundamental downbeat nature, leaving audiences with a sense of gloom rather than catharsis. The narrative follows Theo and Ivy, two ambitious individuals whose talents feel stifled, he in an architectural firm, she in a restaurant kitchen. Their initial meeting in the kitchen sparks a connection, with Ivy contemplating a move to the United States for culinary freedom and Theo half-jokingly considering following her. A decade later, they are a family of 4 living in Northern California. Theo is on the cusp of opening a maritime museum he designed, while Ivy's culinary talents have propelled her restaurant. We've got Crab's Seafood Bistro to unexpected success. Despite their individual achievements and a seemingly functional family life, marked by minor bickering over their children's habits, the foundation of their relationship begins to crumble. The film depicts their growing resentment and jealousy, exacerbated by Theo's architectural project facing issues and Ivy's burgeoning career demanding more of her time. Theo feels neglected as Ivy focuses on expanding her restaurant empire, while Ivy is dismayed by Theo's intense focus on molding their children into hyper-focused athletes, altering their diets and routines. A pivotal moment arises when Ivy suggests they build their dream house, funding it with her restaurant profits. This leads Theo to indulge in extravagant spending, hinting at the escalating conflict. The film's director, Jay Roach, known for his work on comedies like Austin Powers and dramas like Bombshell, attempts to balance the dark humor with the escalating violence and emotional turmoil. However, the reviews indicate a struggle to strike the right tonal balance, with the film often feeling more like a drag than a devilishly fun dark comedy. McNamara's sharp dialogue, while delivering some memorable one-liners, is noted for not providing enough overall laughs, particularly given the presence of Saturday Night Live alumni like Andy Samberg and Kate McKinnon in supporting roles. Ultimately, while Cumberbatch and Colman deliver powerful performances, showcasing moments of brilliance, the material proves challenging, making it difficult for audiences to fully invest in or sympathize with their characters' destructive spiral. The film is rated R for language, sexual content, and drug content, with a runtime of 1 hour and 45 minutes. Audiences are left contemplating whether this modern take on marital warfare offers a fresh perspective or reiterates the bleakness of its predecessor. with reactions leaning towards the film being a cautionary tale that ultimately falters in its execution. But what if the drama wasn't confined to the big screen? Prepare for a journey into the multiverse as we explore the latest whispers from the Marvel Universe. Sorcerer Supreme's multiverse maneuvers. Benedict Cumberbatch, the enigmatic actor behind Doctor Strange, has once again plunged the Marvel Cinematic Universe fandom into a frenzy of speculation with his latest cryptic pronouncements regarding his potential return for Avengers: Doomsday. Speaking at the New York premiere of his film, The Roses, Cumberbatch offered a deliberately ambiguous response when questioned by Entertainment Tonight about reprising his role as the Sorcerer Supreme in the highly anticipated 2026 superhero ensemble. His repeated, understated, "I wonder," has effectively reignited debates and theories about Doctor Strange's pivotal role or potential absence in the unfolding multiverse saga. This sudden shift from his previous, more definitive statements has left fans dissecting every syllable. Just months prior, Cumberbatch had appeared to quell doubts, explicitly stating in an earlier interview that Doctor Strange would be sitting out of Avengers: Doomsday. He even playfully acknowledged the spoiler-laden nature of his reveal, suggesting that the character's narrative arc would be strategically shifted to the subsequent chapter, Avengers: Secret Wars, 2027, where he predicted Strange would be quite central to where things might go. This earlier confirmation had provided a seemingly clear roadmap, indicating that Strange's absence from the first film was a deliberate setup for a more significant impact in the second, larger event. Cumberbatch has a well-documented history of enjoying the game of fan expectations. Earlier this year, at the Sundance Film Festival, he playfully cautioned audiences with, "Don't ever believe anything I say," acknowledging the intense scrutiny his public statements attract. This penchant for playful backtracking is a common tactic within Marvel's famously secretive production culture, often employed to safeguard major plot surprises and maintain an air of mystery. Beyond the upcoming Avengers films, Cumberbatch has also confirmed that early creative discussions are actively underway for a third standalone Doctor Strange movie. This ongoing development reinforces the studio's clear intention to position the character as a cornerstone of its future narrative plans, underscoring his enduring importance within the MCU's expansive lore. For now, the only concrete timeline available is the official release schedule. Avengers: Doomsday is slated for a December 18, 2026 release, with Avengers: Secret Wars set to follow on December 17, 2027. Whether Doctor Strange makes an appearance in the initial Doomsday film or is strategically saved for the grand finale of Secret Wars, Cumberbatch's latest teasing remarks undeniably confirm one crucial aspect. His journey as the master of the mystic arts is far from over, and his next on-screen appearance is poised to be of critical importance to the ultimate fate of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. Regarding his statements, Cumberbatch's most recent comment at a premiere was the cryptic, "I wonder," a departure from his previous explicit statement that Doctor Strange would be sitting out of Avengers: Doomsday. This deliberate ambiguity fuels speculation about his involvement. Furthermore, Cumberbatch has confirmed early development for a third Doctor Strange film, indicating the character's continued significance. The actor's tendency to shift his narrative is a well-known tactic within Marvel to preserve plot surprises, a strategy he openly acknowledges with a touch of humor. From the mysteries of the multiverse to the intricate dynamics of human relationships, we're shifting gears. Get ready for a deep dive into a film that explores the sharp, cruel, and darkly comedic side of love gone wrong. The cruel comedy of marital warfare. Danny DeVito's 1989 classic, The War of the Roses, set a high bar for cinematic portrayals of marital discord, but screenwriter Tony McNamara clearly believes there are still uncharted territories in the landscape of relationship breakdown. His latest endeavor, the 2025 adaptation simply titled The Roses, takes the source material from Warren Adler's 1981 novel and injects it with a contemporary sensibility, trading the original's visual chaos for a sharper, more cutting, and arguably crueler comedic tone. The result is a biting tragicomedy that hinges on the electrifying chemistry of its lead actors, even as its visual presentation occasionally feels somewhat understated. The film introduces us to Ivy, Olivia Colman, and Theo Rose Benedict Cumberbatch, a couple whose initial romance is depicted as a whirlwind of passionate, albeit chaotic, encounters. Their meeting in a restaurant kitchen, marked by Ivy's brandishing of a knife and a spontaneous tryst in a walk-in fridge, sets the stage for a fairy tale beginning. However, the cracks in their idyllic facade appear with alarming speed. Ivy's modest seaside restaurant, We've Got Crabs, garners critical acclaim, while Theo's ambitious architectural project faces a spectacular downfall. This divergence in their fortunes fuels a festering resentment and jealousy, pushing the couple toward increasingly absurd and destructive behaviors. McNamara's screenplay is lauded for its sharp dialogue, with lines like, "Never leave me, but when you do, will you kill me on the way out?" delivering a potent blend of sting and dark humor. The true magic of The Roses, however, lies in the performances of Colman and Cumberbatch. Longtime friends off-screen, their on-screen dynamic is described as electric, with Colman bringing her signature warmth and resilience, punctuated by sharp wit and occasional profanity, while Cumberbatch embodies wounded pride and a palpable manic energy. Their interplay is both hilariously funny and deeply heartbreaking, often within the same scene, making their unraveling relationship utterly compelling. Where The Roses experiences minor turbulence is in its visual execution. Director Jay Roach opts for a slick, polished aesthetic that, at times, feels a bit too glossy. Critics suggest that a messier, more dangerous visual edge might have better served the raw, volatile nature of the material. The Northern California setting, doubling for Devon, reportedly fails to fully convince. And while the supporting cast, including Andy Samberg, Kate McKinnon, Jamie Demetriou, and Zoe Kao, contribute well-placed comedic moments, their presence occasionally feels disconnected, as if they inhabit a more straightforwardly comical film than the one The Roses aims to be. Ultimately, their contributions struggle to break through the gravitational pull of the Colman Cumberbatch central performance. There's a palpable sense that a more visually adventurous iteration of this story exists, one that could match the verbal savagery with a comparable cinematic bite. Despite these minor criticisms, the strength of the central relationship makes it difficult to fault the film's overall impact. The Roses is characterized as funny, nasty, and unexpectedly poignant, serving as a potent reminder that love and hate are often two sides of the same complex, jagged coin. While it may not possess the unbridled, gonzo energy of DeVito's original, it successfully carves out its own distinct, albeit cruel, niche in the cinematic landscape. From the complexities of married life to the vastness of the multiverse, our next story brings us back to a familiar face. Prepare for speculation as we dive into the potential return of a beloved Sorcerer Supreme. Will Doctor Strange return for Avengers, Doomsday? Benedict Cumberbatch, the actor synonymous with the arcane powers of Doctor Strange, has kept fans on the edge of their seats with his evolving statements regarding the character's future within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, particularly concerning his involvement in the upcoming Avengers, Doomsday. The 49-year-old British actor's commentary has swung from playful teasing to outright confirmations, only to backtrack with deliberate misdirection, a strategy that has only intensified fan curiosity. In his most recent public appearance, at the premiere of his film, The Roses, Cumberbatch was directly asked by Entertainment Tonight about the possibility of Dr. Stephen Strange appearing in the 2026 ensemble film, Avengers, Doomsday. His response was a seemingly simple yet loaded repetition, "I wonder." This brief, repeated phrase immediately ignited fresh speculation across the internet, prompting fervent discussion about whether the Sorcerer Supreme will indeed be a part of Marvel's major 2026 cinematic event. However, this latest ambiguity stands in stark contrast to Cumberbatch's earlier, more definitive remarks. In previous interviews, he had been quite direct, stating plainly that Strange would be absent from Avengers, Doomsday. "Is that a spoiler? K it," he was quoted as saying at the time, adding, "He's sitting out Avengers, Doomsday, but he will be in a lot of Secret Wars. He's quite central to where things might go." These earlier comments clearly indicated that while Doctor Strange might miss the initial Avengers gathering, His role in Secret Wars, slated for 2027, would be pivotal, setting up a significant narrative arc. Cumberbatch himself has openly admitted to enjoying the playful ambiguity surrounding his statements. Speaking at the Sundance Film Festival earlier this year, he humorously addressed the intense scrutiny his remarks receive, admitting, "Don't ever believe anything I say." This lighthearted approach to speculation has only fueled the anticipation and left fans even more eager to uncover Marvel's actual plans for the character. Furthermore, Cumberbatch has confirmed that Marvel Studios is actively engaged in shaping ideas for a third standalone Doctor Strange film. He has hinted at ongoing creative discussions about the character's future trajectory, underscoring the studio's view of him as an essential component of the ongoing multiverse saga. As it stands, the most concrete information available is the official release schedule. Avengers: Doomsday is set to hit theaters on December 18, 2026, followed by Avengers: Secret Wars on December 17, 2027. While Doctor Strange's presence in Doomsday remains uncertain, Cumberbatch's latest comments suggest that whenever he does make his return, it will be with a significantly amplified impact on the overarching narrative. From the potential return of a beloved hero to a look back at a film that redefined marital conflict, we've covered a lot of ground. Stay tuned for a rapid-fire recap of today's top stories. And that's a wrap on another whirlwind of news. We saw a film adaptation that dives deep into marital warfare with the Roses, explored the speculative return of Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange to the MCU, and analyzed another take on the Roses, highlighting its sharp dialogue and performances. Finally, we questioned whether Doctor Strange will indeed feature in Avengers: Doomsday, with Cumberbatch's own cryptic hints. If you loved these updates, smash that like button, subscribe for more, ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single upload, and drop a comment below telling us what you think. You can also follow us on all our social media channels for even more behind-the-scenes content. We'll see you in the next one.